Through the first 2 weeks of May on Lyft, I have given 53 rides and nearly 30 hours of online time. Pretty normal for me. But on Uber, I have given just 7 rides and nearly 20 hours of online time. So what is going on with Uber? Let's discuss. So first off, I drive on Mondays and Tuesdays all day here in Minneapolis and St. Paul, and again, the demand for me personally on Uber has been insanely low. For months, for me personally, the demand on Uber had been trending down, and then in April, I was without my vehicle for the entire month, so I couldn't drive for them. And I feel like in May, after that layoff, I have been dramatically deprioritized. And again, the situation here in Minnesota is a little bit different than other markets. Here we have guaranteed rates, and those guaranteed rates were implemented back in December of 2024, and the guaranteed rates are $1.28 per mile and 31 cents per minute when transporting a passenger. So we have a really good earnings environment here. That is when we're actually giving rides. But after this slow period on Uber, I did actually want to dive into my data since the guaranteed rates were implemented. And in the guaranteed rate environment, I have given a total of 1,015 rides on Uber and 1,212 rides on Lyft. And my average utilization on Uber, which is booked hours versus online hours, is right around 37% for that entire time. And on Lyft, it's about 43%. Now, as far as my ride data, right after the guaranteed rates were implemented, over the first 3 months, I gave the majority of my rides on Uber. And then Lyft slowly started to catch up over the course of the next few months, but I was still giving most of my rides on Uber. Then in September of last year, a major change happened. I gave my most rides under the guaranteed rate structure in that month, and the amount of rides that I gave on Lyft doubled the amount of rides that I gave on Uber. And since then, Lyft has completely overtaken Uber, and I'm giving the majority of my rides on Lyft. And again, in May so far, it's been the most drastic difference I've seen throughout the entire time. 90% of my rides have been on Lyft. And as far as utilization rate, which again is booked versus online hours, for those first 3 months on Uber, it was hovering just over 50%. And then again in September of last year, Lyft heavily overtook Uber. I saw a short spike in Uber utilization in December, but again, my utilization rate on Uber since December has seen a steady decline, and it's almost completely dropped off in May. So again, I was seeing a steady decline on Uber for months, but in May, why did it completely drop off? I think the fact that I didn't drive for them almost the entire month of April, that has a lot to do with it. Also, my current acceptance rate is 51% on Uber, so I'm declining 1 out of every 2 requests, and I'm declining those requests because they're minimum fare requests. I want longer requests here in Minnesota under our guaranteed rate structure. I don't want the minimum fares. So I could increase my utilization rates on both Uber and Lyft, but I don't want to accept those minimum fare requests. I want profitability. I want longer rides. Now, what I've experienced in May on Uber is something I did fear when the guaranteed rates were implemented. Because the earnings environment is so good when you're actually giving rides, this entices more drivers to come onto the platforms and drive more often. Now again, for me, I drive on Mondays and Tuesdays. It's best for my personal schedule, so I choose those days. But if I did want to see more demand on Uber, I could choose to drive during more peak times, evenings, weekends, but I'm making good money on Lyft alone, so it's allowing me to keep the schedule that I prefer. And on Lyft, one of the main reasons I think I'm seeing better demand is because I'm utilizing priority mode. And here in Minnesota, those priority mode rides, while they may pay lower up front, we are eventually paid to the guaranteed rates under our 2-week top-off structure. So I'm willing to accept a little bit less up front if that is the case in order to stay busier. And overall in May so far, I'm utilizing priority mode for 60% of my online time on Lyft. And this is why it makes sense here in Minnesota, especially for drivers like myself that aren't driving during peak demand times, to multi-platform, go online with both at the same time. But what about all of you other drivers in Minnesota? How has the demand on Uber been for you personally, and when do you drive and what days? And again, I do feel like I have been deprioritized in the matching algorithm on Uber after my nearly month layoff in April, and I'll see how it pans out with them going forward. I'm still going to go online with them. It maximizes my opportunity to receive requests on both platforms, and hopefully I start seeing more requests with them soon. If you've yet to download the Solo app to help you manage your rideshare business and earn more, our referral link is in the description. We also have a free newsletter, and the link to sign up for that is in the description as well. If you've yet to watch my previous video on my decision to send my Play Octopus tablet back, be sure to check that one out. Thanks again for watching, and drive safe. Thanks.